Once upon a time, I worked on a film in Siberia. It was not so long ago, but it was another age, another era. It was after Gorbachev, before Putin, Yeltsin's time. The wall was down and the Soviet Empire had crumbled. Christina and I were bound for Siberia, part of a small documentary film crew hoping to make a film about a group of indigenous nomads from the Arctic Northwest. Christina was the interpreter, and I was the camera assistant. We travelled by train ahead of the rest of the crew, taking gear that was too heavy to air freight. The train journey took 3 days. Our carriage reeked from our supplies of pickled garlic, and the stench from the nearby toilet mixed with the pungent fumes of Russian papyrosa tobacco. I didn't care. I remember the thrill of watching the snow and the birch forests slip by, and of gazing into mists as thick as sour cream. And I had a crush on the interpreter. Christina was French-Canadian, but spoke excellent Russian. It was a deadly combination. After 2 days, we crossed the Urals, the border between Russia and Siberia, Europe and Asia. Yuri, a fellow passenger, joked about old party slogans. In Siberia, we don't need sun, the party shines for us. We don't need bread, just work. Finally, we reached the Arctic Circle, the end of the line. There wasn't much there. The nearest town was across a sea of ice. We loaded our 241 kilograms of gear into a heavy old Soviet truck and set off on the next phase of our journey. We rendezvoused with the rest of the crew at an oil and gas frontier town called Tarko Saleh. That's Blinky, the sound recordist on the left, with Yevgeny and Petra. Petra, the director, was an Australian based in Paris, and Yevgeny was the Russian co-producer and our production manager. And here's me with Blinky and Paul. Paul was the director of photography. Tarko was a town of dogs and ships on ice, and a huge frozen river, the mighty Pour. The crew filmed this and that, but mostly we were biding our time until we could secure provisions, fuel, and a chopper to take us to our location. That wasn't easy. Nothing was easy in Russia. Except I sort of liked the downtime. I was an aspiring cinematographer, and I got to take loads of photos. The indigenous people of the region are called Nentsi, or Nanette,